Welcome, my name is Ulf Bang. We are talking a lot about energy consumption, and SystemairCAD 2.0 has got some unique features about calculating energy consumption. We also made it easier for you to select control system features. Let's configure a unit. 10,000 cubic meters an hour. External pressures are okay, so let's go to select unit type, and we select a combination with cooling coil, size 18. I want to have the most efficient unit, so I select the rotary heat exchanger with the lowest wave height and thereby the best efficiency, and calculate it. Here I can see that I have a 1.88 SFP value, including frequency converter. Now I would like to optimize it, so I ask it just to optimize the fan and the motor type. And we can see that the system has to calculate 9 different combinations. In the list here we can see that the bottom one has got the lowest SFP value and thereby the lowest energy consumption. It's a L-size fan with a permanent magnet motor. We can see that the SFP value is reduced to 1.63, so it is actually better than what we had in the first calculation. Now I add some alternative working points, and I just estimate some values from what I expect will be sort of the scenario when the unit is put into operation. So 5% for the dimensioning working point. I know that it's going to operate a lot at a very low air volume because it's going to run during night time. And of course my numbers has to add up to 100%, and when I'm happy about the values I click OK. Now I press energy, and here we can see the system calculates all the working points, and I can see I have an average of 1.03. I can also see the different working points and the values calculated from the different airflows. Let's try to change the diameter of the fan, because I expect that we will in average get closer to the maximum performance of the fan in a medium fan instead of the large fan. Let's calculate again. And we can now see that it's reduced to 0.96, so I actually reduced my yearly energy consumption by 7% by changing the fan size. Now I exploit the opportunities that I have in the LCC calculation program, because I can use the manual setup to sort of create my fan scenario. So I just open the standard template, name it, here it is. We can see the 4 different seasons: summer, winter, spring, autumn. And I just adjust the summer calculation a bit because it's not quite satisfying, so I change everything to 30% air volume. During night time, the day scenario looks okay. Winter actually looks okay. And I also defined 3 weeks of vacation. Down here in the bottom I can see that it's calculating that the unit is going to run for 4,463 hours, 5 days a week. So I go back to SystemairCAD and I load the values that I just put into the spreadsheet. And if I look at the right column here, I can see that the percentages are actually changing when the spreadsheet is loaded. There we go. Okay, let's calculate again. Of course the values will change now because I changed the operational scenario. But I have the same average values for heat exchanger, SFP values, and of course the percentage of airflow that I have in the different working points. So let's put on some control system. Double click the switch box. As a new feature I have some small info buttons where I can get a little help text explaining the different drop downs. But the selection, of course, all is done in the drop-down itself. I just pick a little humidity control for the fans, some valves for the heating coil and the cooling coil. And this is the new part, the sensor selection dialog. Here I can see all the sensors that are installed in the unit, and some of the green ones are the ones that I can actually select something from. Here I select the relative humidity and make it a room sensor. I can select the temperature sensor and say this is delivered. Here I only got some properties of the sensor, and when I'm happy with my selections I select OK. Now I calculate the unit. I of course still have my working points. Everything is OK, so I move to printout. You can document your selections from the print and preview menu in the SystemairCAD 2.0. Please watch the printout movie for details.